So this is going to be a look at the next 48 hours for my Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be for the 26th until the 27th. Now, only take what does apply to you and let the rest fly. If you're in need of more so of a personal reading, just check out the information listed below in the description. And yes, if you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe so that you never miss any of our future uploads. Now, right off the bat, Aries, the energy that I'm getting is a shift of focus. I think I've been saying this for you guys for a while now, where you guys are like starting to realize that a lot of your personal misdirection has been because of the fact that your feelings may be pushing and pulling you in different directions. Some days you may find yourself more motivated and you feel like, okay, this is the career I want to be in. If we're using career as an example. And then other days you may feel unmotivated and you may deem it as, oh, well, maybe I need to quit this job because some days I feel burnt out and I just don't want to be bothered. And a lot of you have been making permanent decisions based off of temporary feelings. And a lot of you are going to be basically sorting out your personal feelings on things, okay? You could be a little confused also when it comes to a particular relationship. You could be having questions on, okay, how does this person feel about me? Even if it's not a relationship, more so just a connection. You could be having questions of, what does this person want from me? What is this person expecting from me? Especially if it's like a friends with benefits situation or like an ex trying to come back into your life. Yeah, you could also have some people around you just giving off mixed signals, man. It's just a lot. But going into the reading, when it comes to you and your present situation, I do have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So this is kind of going back to what I said before I even pulled this card. You guys are going through a thought process shift. The way that you've been perceiving things have been quite negative. Let's just be honest. And because of the way you've been perceiving things, you may have had more so negative experiences that you were going through. And during this time frame, through you shifting your perspective, then you start to see things on the outside start to shift for you. Okay. A lot of you are also coming to terms with some sort of like abrupt ending that may have taken place or some sort of betrayal that someone put you through. And you're having more so of a upbeat, positive perspective on this betrayal. You could be looking at it like, well, okay, well, now there's an opportunity for me to do me and focus on myself. Especially if this is like you cutting ties with someone who may have been like a cheater or a bit of a liar. Let me fix this. If you guys also may have recently like cut out meat, you could be seeing more favorable results in like your energy, things like that. But when it comes to what actions you can take during this time frame to make the most out of it with the 2 of Cups, this is analyzing where within your relationship you and your partner can kind of support each other a little bit better. This is also speaking your truth in terms of how you feel about the relationship, so you and your partner are on the same page. Also, this is making a final decision in terms of what path you want to move with this connection. Are you going to take it serious enough to where you guys get into a relationship? Or if you guys have been together for a while, get married, do all these things? Or is this a connection that you're going to separate yourself from energy-wise? Because for a lot of you, you're very confused in terms of what you want to ultimately do. Okay? This is also striving for personal balance. But when it comes to the obstacle or challenge that may come up during this time frame with the Devil card, this could be, again, a toxic mind frame trying to creep up on you again. Bad habits, procrastination, smoking too much, eating too much, like overindulgence in like pleasures, quote unquote. Some of you are tied to someone who you have like high expectations for, but they're not necessarily meeting your expectations by a long shot. And it's like wishful thinking that could be keeping you attached to something that's not good for you. Some of you could be having like a spending addiction or like issues with being able to save money. That's another thing that I see. But when it comes to what I see for the future, I have the 9 of emotions in reverse. So you could be unhappy with something. There could be a wish or a goal that you set out to accomplish, and it could be a little difficult to accomplish it. Okay. You could be also really tired of the fact that you keep trying to be there for someone and they don't see where you're trying to like be there for them, or the sacrifices that may go into you trying to be there for them. You guys could be pretty pissed that you go the extra mile to, do this, do that for a relationship, and then someone else is acting as if they're just nonchalantly not really interested. There's something that you also want to happen by this time frame that may not necessarily happen, and this may make you upset. This could be like you wanting to hear from someone and they may have you block, and you may not hear from them during this time frame. Doesn't mean you never will. It's just you may not hear from them in this time frame. You need to be patient. Now, the last card is going to represent something that you guys have been ignoring that you will have to face during this time frame. And I do have the 4 of Cups. So this is your dissatisfaction with a relationship, a job, or just you guys kind of sitting on your behind and sitting in this energy of being unhappy instead of doing something about it. So procrastination is something you guys are going to have to deal with. Or like you just need to constantly fixate on things you can't change as well. So interesting reading. I hope I did put things in perspective for you. If you did enjoy, thumbs the video up, subscribe, check out the information below if you need your personal. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Bye, Aries.